Welcome to CPT. I wanted to take a moment here as we get started to show you in the class where to do your first order of business. I want you to go always as you should for online classes. Maybe you've had some before, maybe you haven't. Go to content. Every single week, go to content. This is where you find everything that I need you to know about, okay? Along the side, you will see, and we call these modules under the table of contents here, and they are noted so you can easily access what you need to week 1, week 2, so on and so forth, all the way down, okay? Obviously, we want to start with week 1 this week, but first you need to print off your syllabus. If you click on syllabus and course guide, you'll see this. The syllabus is what I want you to try to print. You can open and follow along with me. I'm just going to make a quick video so we can go through it together. Oh, I see. I need to download it so it looks better. Try it one more time. Oh, boxes don't fill in. Do you see how when I open it, the boxes aren't filled in? You can totally fix that. And the way that you can fix it is you can view as text or download it here and then, print it from here as well. Either way is fine. I'm going to just download it because the text looks kind of funny for me too. All right, here we go. So follow along with me. If you print it, you can always, pause me and go print and come back and follow along, or follow along on the screen for right now and print later. This just is some, technicalities here. The class, the semester, the dates, our department is Allied Health. They talk about when we announce our finals for class, and the dates. Since we're online, your final is already scheduled, so you can kind of disregard this spot. This is how to get a hold of me. Now, this is my office number and my office extension. This spring semester, I'm not going to be in the office on campus as much. Most of my classes are online. In fact, I have, I think, 9 classes this semester, and only one of them I have to actually get up and teach face-to-face. So I will be allowed to work a lot from home. So if I'm home, the best way to get a hold of me here then is email, okay? No matter where I'm at, email pops up and I can, get back to you right away. If you are on campus for any other classes and you need to find me, here's my office. I'm in Max Clark on the upper level. My room number is 207B for my office. And I will be on campus Mondays and Wednesdays, and there's my office hours. So this is Intro to CPT Coding. Okay, the course description, an introduction to the use of CPT classification system. It's a classification system, that's what it is, with emphasis on coding in the physician's office for the purpose of reimbursement. That's why we code, so we can get paid. Okay. The objectives we have to list here for you, these are kind of the main units that we're going to go through this semester. Underneath each one of these units is a lot more subunits or subdomains listed. I have a note here that says the full course guide, and that's where these unit objectives come from. The course guide is found in our module, and it was the document right above the syllabus. Your required materials, and I have a separate section in the course here, but your textbook, okay, looks like this. The workbook looks the same, except for, as you can see, it's got the stripe up there and it says workbook on it, okay. And then your CPT book, so your code book where you're going to get all your answers, okay, is the CPT Professional, okay, with the wire round, okay, binder on it. Those 3 books for class all the time, okay? Put them together, store them together, put a sticky on them that says Intro to CPT so you know what books go with what classes, okay? Find an organization. We're completely online. We're based on total points. I'm not going to go through all of this because you can go back through it as well. You do have to have a C- or better in this course to meet graduation requirements and continue on in the program, okay? That's very important. The course will be taught using the required text materials above, the pictures I just showed you, or the books I held up. The course will include recorded lectures. Okay, I'm going to do a lot of lectures for you. There's a lot in there, but some of them are, if they're more than a year old, the page numbers are different, and I know that can be hard for you to follow sometimes. So I'm trying to redo all of those videos for you. We have online discussions, your individual homework activities, things like that. There are some quizzes or examinations in there. The lectures for each week are found in the content. They're always highlighted there for you, so click on them, open them, and listen to them. What I make my videos on is something called Screencast-O-Matic, and then it uploads to YouTube. I have a max time of 15 minutes. So any video that you click on is no more than 15 minutes long. So plan accordingly, okay, when you're going to open up and listen to lectures. In fact, this first week, my lectures, there's 2 of them. I couldn't, only get half of it done in 15 minutes, so I had to do 2. But you can stop at that 15-minute point and go and click on the next link, the next day if you need to, or an hour later if you've got something going on. So pay attention to that. I can't go over 15 minutes. It cuts me off. Homework, we need to look at the course calendar for that. We will look for that. Since this course is an online format, students have multiple opportunities within your assignment period to submit your work. Okay? Assignments can always be submitted early, but will never be accepted late. Once your first week of class is over, you're supposed to get the hang of it by then, and that's that. Okay? Your late assignments will not be graded. You get a score of 0. Okay? Which is never good, and it causes a straight flat F, and there's nothing you can do about that. The assignments are super important. Okay? You have a whole week to get them done. Why would you wait? If you wait 5 days and on the night of the 5th day you decide to look at it and you have questions that you need to email me about, I don't have a lot of time to get back to you before you have time to get that email and feedback that I give you. Before then, you need to go and try to do it yourself and see if it makes sense and that you can understand it. Okay? Look at your homework early. Make sure you understand what's going on. Get it started. Okay? These are all things. Time management is the key. This program gets harder and harder and harder. And we go faster and faster and faster. Time management is something that you all need to develop if you haven't already done so, and tweak if you've already developed. You need to be very strict with your time. Give each class its designated time. Start a calendar, okay? And every single day, mark your time down and stick to it. Okay, that's the best advice that I can give you. Do not wait to do those assignments because I will not accept them late. Okay? I've heard every excuse in the book. And I say, I understand that, and I, apologize for your situation, but what were you doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday? Okay? Waiting till the end, to do your homework. So you need to make sure you get on top of your homework. It's very important. It gives me time to get back to, again, I have 9 classes. I have a lot of students. So it takes me some time too. It's a cumulative grade overall. If we're looking at this bold sentence, you want every single point you can get. It's also important because you find coding is a very hands-on learning experience. Really, the only way to understand and code correctly is just to do the assignments over and over and over again. And there is no extra credit in this course. In fact, I don't think you'll find extra credit in the HIT program at all. Okay, it's just not something that we do. The discussion board is there. You can read through that. Guidelines for your submissions and discussion board postings. You can read through that on your own too. I don't want this video to go on forever. To access your assignments, again, go right to your content and everything is there for you. Content and then the module, whatever week we're on. Okay, read through. Everything that I want you to know is going to be there. I have students that click on discussions and they click over on the Dropbox. And then they click into, quizzes or the grade book. And they never go to content. And they never get the reading that I typed in for them. Or they never get the video that I made for them. Or they miss important information. And then they ask me and say, how come I can't find the instructions for what to do for this paper? I'll say, did you check the content? It's all right there for you. I typed it out very specifically. So make sure you always go to content, okay? Course policies, attendance. Even though this is online, I have to take attendance for financial aid, okay? And for you to keep your financial aid. So what we designate attendance as online is if you are participating, if you're doing your discussion board postings, if you are logging in and submitting your assignments and doing your readings, we can tell all of that. And that's how we take attendance in an online course, okay? So you can read about that there a little bit. Academic dishonesty, you need to read that, and then when you're done, read it over again. Okay, we're going to be very hard and sticklers with that. Late work, I can't accept late work. It's just too much. Okay, you need to keep up, and you will. Missing assignments, that's it. No makeup testing. The tests are open for more than a day at a time, so you have plenty of time to do what you need to and plan accordingly. If I scroll all the way down, and you can read all this at home before you go to bed at night, help you sleep. The course calendar is going to be your most important. Okay, and this is where you could write things down in your own calendar or keep this open, okay, and follow along. This is to a T exactly how the class is going to go. Okay, this is very well thought out, and I take a lot of time to do this for you. The lessons and here's your weeks and modules. Okay, week 1, week 2, week 3, and that's exactly how it's listed in your Brightspace class. Perfect. Okay, over on the left side in your content. The lessons or readings, okay, that's what we're going over that week. So as you can see, we're going to start with Chapter 8. We don't always go in order, so you got to pay attention to that with this book. So we're going to start with Chapter 8. It says, what the title is. It talks about a PowerPoint and lecture. Review your CPT code book in this area. The assignments, you're going to have an introduction discussion, a workbook Chapter 8 assignment, another discussion, and then I have a quiz here, and all the quizzes I put in bold for you, so you can pay attention to those days only. And it turns out all quizzes then are going to be, this is a Monday. We're a Monday start this semester. So everything's open Monday to Monday. You have all week to do your work and get it submitted to me. But quizzes are Sundays and Mondays. Your quizzes will always be on Sundays and Mondays. Okay? Your point values are there for each one of the assignments. They're directly across from it, so it's easy for you to understand. The course unit objectives, this is more for me. I have to show what I'm teaching in Chapter 8, what I'm addressing from the course guide. The course guide is that listing of everything I need to teach you. So I have to connect it here with the course unit objective. And the program learning outcome we'll read. It says see below, and below the course calendar is where that's listed. And our common learning outcome for this class is think critically. So as you can see, we've got Chapter 8. Then we do Chapter 10 and 12, so 2 chapters, okay, in the 1 week. Chapter 11, we do it for 2 weeks, actually. These will all be done, though, and need to be due these days, okay. And then this last week, another assignment will open, and then you'll have a quiz. Okay, there it is again in bold, like I said. Those days only. And as you can see, how to read through this, okay, it's pretty straightforward. This is kind of different, and I hope you think it's okay, but we have a spring break, and what I needed to get in before spring break for you, because of you getting out to clinicals, I want to make sure you got some of the more common coding sections in and taught to you before you went to clinicals, so you look smart. And we kind of had some time, and so instead of cramming a test in with everything that we've been doing these last couple of weeks, I just made this exam only week, okay? So if you have questions, you have time to prepare, and then you have an awesome spring break, which is good. Again, reading through, you can see it pops out at you the bold quizzes, okay? So write those down, make sure you can plan accordingly for those. And then the final will actually be open a little bit longer. It'll be open for 3 days. Okay. So the other thing I want to say then, besides that syllabus, is make sure you go out to your discussions area. There is a general discussion place that I put for you to ask questions. If you are, as a student, having a problem, doing something, opening an assignment, getting a link to open or a video to open, you can go out and post on this discussion board, and other students can help you maybe sooner than me. which is really nice. I'll help you. You can read through that area, but make sure you use this. This is for any questions that can be public. Okay, it's not private. If you need to get a hold of me in private, that's email, okay, or giving me a call on the phone. So make sure you check out this area too. Let me know if you have any questions.